What's happening, y'all? It's me again, back with another hit. That dopamine shit. Let's talk about the power struggle. I got like 10 minutes between women and men, and it's really pointless, because if you choose the right woman or man, there's no need for a power struggle. In fact, when you choose the right woman or man, you're actually trying to empower each other. That's what people don't get. Like, perfect example, I don't need to be taught how to love a woman. I don't need to be taught how to be faithful. I don't need to be taught any of this shit. So, with that being said, a woman doesn't need to have power over me, so, oh my God, so he don't cheat or this or that, or so he'll do whatever I want. You don't have to do that, because if you're the woman that a person wants, and they're the right man, they're going to want to do everything they can for you anyway. So what is the point of trying to gain this power over somebody? The only reason why people feel like they need to have power over people is because they don't pick the right person, man. That's the point. They've been burnt by somebody. So now, oh, the next relationship I get in, I'm not putting up with this, I'm not putting up with that, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But some of that stuff is just trying to be controlling and trying to gain power, man. And the same thing with y'all men. You know, I don't want my woman to wear that. I don't want my woman to go to the club. I don't want my woman to have male friends. I don't want my woman to do this or that. She better cook this or that. Well, the only way if you pick the right woman, you ain't really got to tell the woman nothing. For real. If you pick the right woman, you ain't got to tell her, don't wear this. Don't flirt with men in their face. Don't be friends with a bunch of men. You ain't got to tell her none of that shit, because she going to do it anyway. So that's the moral. Y'all still looking at a face when you determine whether a woman's right or wrong, and you're not looking at who the woman is. The right woman's already going to be that, dog. It's so much better. You don't got to have power over the right woman, because she's already there. She's already what you desire. What really needs to happen is you need to try to empower the woman, just like she will try to empower you, which, by the way, makes her the right woman as well. That's another asset to a woman being the right woman. She's going to try to empower you, not take your power away. In fact, I think that might be number 2 under respect. Respect's the first one, because without respect, the sex, none of that shit matters. You know, you get your head blown off, woman give you sex, but then blow your head off, so whatever. You know what I mean? Respect means everything. If she respects you, she's not going to cheat. She'll leave before she cheats, shit like that. But you do not need power over the right woman. This is what I keep telling y'all, man, over and over. Oh, she want to restrict? She want to resist? Okay, goodbye. She want to do this? She want to text thousands of men? Goodbye. This is the type of balls you got to have when you're dealing with them. You just got to. Okay, goodbye. It is what it is, man, because the right woman's going to want to be in your life, man. She's just going to be the right woman. There's no other way to explain this shit. You know, all this power struggle shit, and I got to control a woman and tell her not to do this and that. You ain't got to do that shit. Simply by choosing the right woman. If you do not choose the right woman who falls in line with certain things that you like, right? If you don't choose the right woman, it's going to be a big problem. You're always going to struggle with that woman. Even if she complies at first, it's not what she really wants. So in the end, she's going to resent you for it. When the Cinderella shit's over, or when she's done with you, ready to find someone else, she's going to resent you for it. So she's going to show her real mask, like, I wasn't this person anyway. I'm tired of being your little girl or whatever, your little bitch or whatever. You know what I mean? Same thing with y'all men, for real. So that's what happens with a lot of men. They transform for a woman, and then after the Cinderella or infatuation shit wears off, they want to be who they really are. So they start to rebel against that woman and resent that woman, you know, for that woman making him her little Build-A-Bear bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. This is why it's called the right woman or man. You know, the right woman or man does not. Maybe she did show her body, but if she got a man, she would stop that shit. Certain things. I don't have to coach the right woman to show respect to me as being her man. I don't have to do it. If I do, how the fuck is she the right woman? Huh? Y'all not making no sense. This shit is so simple, but y'all feelings get involved in it. That's why it's complicated. What do I mean by your feelings get involved in it? You know the flags are there for this woman. She's not the right one, but your feelings won't allow it. So you try to fight it and all this shit. Nah, fuck that shit. No matter how much you like the girl, let her go. Because you're going to find out 9 times out of 10 that if you let them go for the right reasons, you're going to find out they don't even know who you are, man. They ain't going to fuck with you. They might do it a couple times to play their little game to see if you'll comply or forget what they did or something, but they'll just fade with the wind. They'll just go after somebody else, man. You know, a lot of these men get picked by women because of the power. He's willing to give his power to the woman, and that's foolishness. I need my power. I need my power so we can, so I can build certain shit so we can have a better life. So why the fuck would any woman in her right fucking mind want to take a man's power when really the man needs all that power so he can build all this money, wealth, and all these other things, and to love you, might I add, and to be a father, might I add. But you got the females beating these men down. You know what I mean? Taking all they fucking strength and shit. And then you wonder why these motherfuckers can't comply and be who the fuck you want. You didn't beat their ass down. You done took all their power and made them nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the men do that shit too with women. She ain't got no energy to give you anything, sex or anything. You didn't beat her ass down mentally and shit, man. You gotta wake the fuck up, man. And you wouldn't have to deal with all this shit if you would say, yeah, I like the girl a lot, but she's not the right one. She's not the right one for me. Let it go. Let it go. Because really, honestly, every woman knows what's right. They know how to be the right woman. They know how to be a good woman. If they really, really wanted to be, if you gave a woman $80 million and said, be a good woman, every woman on earth would be a good woman. So it's a choice. Remember that shit. If you gave every man on earth $80 million, all these motherfuckers would be, I ain't sleep with nobody. I ain't cheating, none of that shit. You know what I mean? They would act right. They would do what's right. It's a choice whether somebody wants to be that person to you or not. Plain and simple. So I don't have to fucking create a boot camp and shit for a woman to be the woman that she's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I need my energy for me to build for her and for myself and whoever else is involved in the family, right? But how can I do that when I'm always constantly giving my energy to her, telling her this is that, don't do this, don't do that, or vice versa with a woman? She always got to tell a man how to be a man, stop spending all the rent money on Jordans and all this other crazy shit. All that shit takes unnecessary energy that she could have been put somewhere else. Not to mention she might have a kid to be taken care of too, and she got to coach a man to do what's right and all this crazy ass shit. That shit crazy, y'all. No need for no power over anybody, because the right person for one, if you are the right person, you're trying to empower them, not take their power. And if they are the right person, you don't have to have power over them because they already move how you like. You know what I mean? You looking back like, I like this person, I like what they're doing. You ain't got to be like, hey, do this and that. Don't waste no money on no damn Jordans and pay your rent. You think a woman got to tell me don't waste money on Jordans and pay your rent first? No. You think a woman got to tell me don't go sleeping with other women and you're in a relationship with me? No. She ain't got to tell me none of this shit because I'm already there. So all this power shit, I need power over a man to make him act right, and they still don't act right. All that power struggle shit y'all be doing, all these games y'all be running on these men, or vice versa, running on these women, and they still don't act right. Why is that? Because you can't make them be who they don't want to be, that's why. So what's the point of the power struggle? Absolutely nothing. Have power over your damn self. That's what you need. What you need to be worried about is having power over your damn self. Plain and simple, man. I think that's all I gotta say about this shit, man. The power struggle shit is disgusting. It's sickening. And I hope everybody, now I ain't gonna wish bad on nobody, but if you are a person doing that, man, I guess you get what you deserve, man. I'm just being honest, man. I don't have to, I understand. You know, I used to be in the clouds with it. Like, man, I gotta tell a woman to do that. And that's another thing. Let me get back to this. Even though I used to be in the class thinking that you gotta kind of coach a woman and shit, nah, I understand now. That's stupidity. The right woman is already there. You know what I mean? Of course, every now and then you can help each other out with certain shit. You learn shit from each other. You might meet somebody and you with them and they might show you some shit that you was doing wrong. Like, I like how he's doing that or she's doing that. I'm gonna start doing this or that. I'm not saying that, but for the most part, the right person is already on point. You know what I'm saying? The right person is already on point for the most part. All this coaching and shit, this shit is controlling. It's what it really is. People want control over people. You know, that's why, oh, I like, I'm a love bombing, give him sex, and then I'm just going to disappear. Why would you do that? Why? If the dude's the right dude, he's going to do what's right. You ain't got to fucking have power over him and try to make him be your little bitch and shit. If he likes you enough, he's going to try to give you the world already. Ain't no point in doing all that. And it's easier for you. Like, man, playing games with people is stressful. Playing all these fucking games and shit. Why do people do that shit, man? I don't know. But, yeah, man. That's what it boiled down to. People want power over women and men. Men and women want power over each other. And it's simply because either they just controlling people or they just think that this is the only way that they're for sure going to not get hurt and all this other shit. But in reality, when you try to make somebody something they're not, that's when you get bit. That's when you get that snake. You in a relationship or sleeping with a snake. Because that's not who they really are. Allow people to show you who they really are. And you ain't got to worry about that shit. You know what I mean? Allow people to show you who they really are. Why the fuck would I not want a woman to show me who she really are ASAP? ASAP. So that's why I don't do what you do. And if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not about to try to mold you into something that you're not. Or something that I want you to be. And all this other. Because, and another thing. Maybe some things that I think I like in a woman, I might meet a woman or a man. If you're a woman watching, you might meet the person, get to know the person, and realize that you actually like these things in a woman or man and not some of the stuff that you thought you did like. So that's another reason why you shouldn't be trying to mold people, because they might show you something you never seen in a woman. Like, oh, I didn't even know I liked that in a woman. That's why you don't do this shit, man. You don't do that molding shit, man. That shit is childish. But hey, people are going to keep doing it. People are going to keep doing it, man. Hey, I'm out for now, man. I wanted to say something else, but I kind of forgot what the fuck I was saying. When I was saying something about, I used to think that you had to mold a woman or some shit, but it was something else I wanted to say, and I don't remember what it was. But I understand, man. The woman's either going to be the right one or she's not. All this molding shit, that's controlling. It's a turn off. It's a lot of bullshit. It just doesn't have to be that way. Because I understand, from my understanding, a woman don't have to coach me. I don't have to be coached at all to know how to treat a woman and all this other shit. Why ain't this going on? Key. Fuck it. Alright, y'all. I'm on to the next one for now. Talk to y'all in the next one. Hopefully y'all get what I'm trying to say when it comes to this power shit. And yeah, man, don't do that shit. You're not gonna get the power anyway. You might get it for a while, but everybody wakes up at some point. So you're gonna see the real them. And then by that time you might actually be attached to them and stuck to them. So you definitely don't want this shit, man. They're gonna resent you for it in the end, man. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. Pick the right woman. Can't stress this enough when it comes to men. Pick the right woman. You ain't got to worry about all this other shit you see these other women doing. That's not the right woman then. She want to fight all the time in the clubs and shit, then leave that type of woman alone. Y'all be bound down to women you don't like just because of her face or sex. And ignore all the other shit you don't like about the woman. And men women do the same shit with men. All that shit you don't like about him, but you like, his sex or something stupid, so you ignore all that other dumbass shit. That shit is ridiculous, man. To me, man, like I said, man, I need my power to build and be a benefit to whoever's in my life. But if I gotta fight for my power, or I gotta always watch a woman like I'm her fucking parent, then that takes away all that extra energy that I could be putting into all kind of shit, including into her. Because it drains you, man, to the point you don't even have energy for the person you with anymore. So be careful with this power shit.